Hello students, this is your second chapter which is fractions. Before telling you or explaining anything about the chapter, I want to tell you about the copies which you are supposed to make to do the fair work. There will be three long registers you are supposed to make. One is for classwork, one is for homework, and one register will be extra, that is a spare register which will be utilized once your classwork or homework copy is finished. So there will be three registers for maths in your book list. Now some of the students will ask me a question that ma'am, I have already done the work in one copy, only in one register. So if we have done all the work in one register, I don't have any problem, but it's a request from my end, that is from the second chapter you have to do all the work separately, CW and HW. I will specify in my every video at the end which work you have to do in classwork and which work you have to do in homework. तो आप वीडियो ध्यान से देखिएगा so that you understand what you have to do in CW and what you have to do in HW. And some of the students will say this also कि मैम I have done the work in any small copy. तो अगर आप कर चुके हैं तो try to figure out that work in your registers. Okay student? Now I will explain you about the chapter which is fractions. So tell me students, what are fractions? Fractions किसे कहते हैं हम लोग? Fractions means a part, a segment, or a fragment of a whole. For example, you bought a pizza from the market. Okay, so the pizza is divided into 6 pieces. Here I have divided your pizza in how many pieces? 8 pieces. Okay, so every part of this pizza is represented as 1 upon 8. 1 upon 8, why I have represented like this? Because this is one piece and in total there are 8 pieces. So a fraction can be represented as a part or a segment of a whole. Okay students, now I will tell you the types of fractions. So please listen to me carefully. Now I will explain you types of fraction. The first type which I want to explain is decimal fractions. What are decimal fractions? Students, please tell me if you know, because you must have studied in your previous classes. Students, time up. Now I will tell you what are decimal fractions. A fraction whose denominator is any of the numbers like 10, 100, 1000, etc. That means the fraction which is having 10, 100, 1000, etc. as its denominator, those fractions are called decimal fractions. For example, 3 upon 10, 25 upon 100, 32 upon 1000. So these are the decimal fractions. Any decimal can be converted into fraction. For example, it is written as 0.3. Then how will you express it in fractions? Firstly, you will check the number of digits after the point. There is only one digit. That means it can be written like this, 3 upon 10. Because there is only one digit, that is why there is only one zero. If it would have been like this, 0.003, then how would I have expressed? I would have expressed as 1, 2, 3. There are 3 digits after the point. So it will be 1, 2, 3. 3 upon 1000. If a number is like this, 7.23. How do we express it? Fractions. How do we express it in fractions? It will be expressed as, there are 2 digits after the point. It will be expressed as 723 upon 100. Okay students, if I have number like this, 0.00012, then how many digits are there after the points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means when I have to express it in fraction, I will write like this, 12. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how we will express in fractions. Now I will tell you vulgar fraction. So students, in vulgar fraction, the definition is a fraction whose denominator is a whole number other than 10, 100, thousands. That means it is not a decimal fraction. The denominator is not 10, 100 or 1000. It is apart from that. So that is a vulgar fraction. Example 2 upon 3, 7 upon 9. Here the denominator is not 10, 100 or 1000. So this is called vulgar fraction. The third fraction which I want you to explain is, you all is proper fraction. So what is proper fraction? You must have studied in your previous classes also. Yes students, you are totally right. A proper fraction is a fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator. The numerator is less than the denominator. Okay students, now give me some examples also. Yes, you are right. 3 upon 7, 7 upon 11, 9 upon 13. So these all are proper fractions. Now I will tell you improper fraction. Please pay attention. Now I will explain you improper fraction. What are improper fractions? A fraction whose numerator is more than or equal to its denominator is called an improper fraction. The numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. Okay students, so these types of fractions are called improper fraction. The examples are 11 upon 7 or 7 upon 7, 9 upon 3. In every example, the numerator is greater, and in this example, the numerator is equal to the denominator. As I told you, it can be greater than or equal to the denominator. So this fraction is also an improper fraction. Now I will explain you what are like fractions. You must have studied this also in the previous class. But just to recall, I am explaining every type of fraction to you. Now, the like fractions are the fractions which have same denominators. Same denominators but different numerators, like 3 upon 8, 5 upon 8, 7 upon 8. In every fraction, the denominators are same. So these types of fractions are called like fractions. Now I will explain you unlike fractions. Now I will explain you unlike fractions. Unlike fractions are the fractions which do not have the same denominator. They can be 4 upon 9, 7 upon 6, 2 upon 3. They are not having the same denominator. That is why they are unlike fractions. Now you have to tell me out of these which one is proper fraction and which is improper fraction. Tell me 2 upon 3 is which type of fraction? 2 upon 3 is proper fraction because the denominator is greater than the numerator. Now tell me which type of fraction is 7 upon 6. It is a improper fraction because numerator is greater than the denominator. Now tell me which type of fraction is 4 upon 9. 4 upon 9 is a proper fraction because the denominator is greater than the numerator. Now I will explain you mixed fractions. The mixed fractions are represented as a whole and a fraction, like 4 1 upon 3. 4 1 upon 3 means here 4 is whole. That means there are 4 wholes, and 1 1 upon 3 means out of 3 1 is expressed. So this is how the mixed fractions are expressed. And how do we convert the mixed fractions into improper fractions? What do we do? What do we do, students? What we have to do is to convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction, we have to multiply 3 multiplied by 4. Then you have to add 4. 1 upon 3 will be expressed like this: 4 into 3 plus 1 upon 3. It will be 13 upon 3. We can take one more example. It will be 3 2 upon 9. Now 9 threes are 27. 27 plus 2 is equals to 29. So 29 upon 9. Now I will take some more examples and explain you mixed fractions. Now as you can see on the board, I have written two improper fractions and you have to convert it into mixed fractions. So what we have to do is 37 upon 7. Firstly, you have to divide it by 7. Now I am dividing it for you. Now this is how you have to proceed. The remainder will be your numerator and the number by which you have multiplied, it will be your denominator and the quotient will be written as a whole. So this will be written like this: 5 2 upon 7, 5 whole and 2 upon 7. Now the next option will be divided like this: 4 4s are 16 and it will be 3. So the remainder is the numerator and this will be your denominator and this will be your quotient. So 4 4 is 16, 16 plus 3, 19, 19 upon 4. So this is how we convert the improper fractions into mixed fractions. Now I will explain you equivalent fractions. Now I will explain you equivalent fractions. I have written a fraction for you, 3 upon 4. Now I will be multiplying both the numerator and denominator by a non-zero number. And the condition which I am putting here is you have to multiply the numerator and denominator both by the same number. Firstly, I will multiply it by 6. It will be 6 upon 8. Now I will multiply it by 3. It will be 18 upon 24. So whenever we are multiplying any fraction and the numerator and denominator is multiplied by the same non-zero number, the fraction obtained are called equivalent fractions. We can write like this also: 3 upon 4 is equals to 6 upon 8 is equals to 18 upon 24. Now how are they equal and how are they equivalent? I will tell you. We have to cut this. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. This is also 3 upon 4. Now this one. This will be cut as 6 3s are 18 and 6 4s are 24. Again, if we will further multiply 18 by 4, 24 by 4, the next equivalent fractions can be written. So during exams, if a question is asked to you, like 2 by 5 is given to you, write the next 5 equivalent fractions. So you will do like this. Firstly, multiply it by 2. The first will be 4 upon 10. Then multiply it by 3. Next will be 12 upon 30. Then multiply it by 4 and so on. So this is how you can write the equivalent fractions. Now this was for today only. This was for it. I will explain the next things in the next video. You have to write all the definitions in your classwork copy.